Did you notice earlier tonight when I said also you have some insects, right away the audience went, ew, just the word insects alone. And I don't know why they do that, because insects are very useful in the world, and but people go, yeah, when they think of insect.
It's important to learn about them because there are more species of insects in the world than I think any other living thing.
All right, what do you got for us?
Well, at the Cincinnati Zoo, the insect Cincinnati. Cincinnati. By the way, they're having a big A's EPA meeting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, is that a prop or is that real?
Now that's real. That's one of the largest.
Well, that's a toy, isn't it?
In the world. That's a Goliath beetle. Listen, let me show you.
Isn't that a wind-up?
No, but it's very gentle, very safe. Put your arm out because it'll show up well against you. No, I'm not trying to just force it on you because
of course you're not.
It is really gentle and safe.
Well,
but what I'm saying is that I think you'll realize when it's there a little bit more about it in relation to your arm, the size. This is called the Goliath beetle, and it is one of the Cincinnati Zoo has one of the few insect collections on display of any zoo in the world. And Ed Maruska has specialized in this. He's the director there. But this is from Africa. This is one of the largest beetles in the world, and they only live 3 months. They go in the larval stage, and
can you imagine waking up at night and seeing this in your bedroom?
Oh, that wow.
What do they subsist on?
Well, this feeds on almost anything. They apparently have a very wide diet. And, but they breed in these hollow, rotten logs, and the male is very aggressive during the mating season. He bulldozes the male.
I don't
see this hinge point right here?
Yeah.
Don't put your finger there because they'll snap shut on your finger at that point. It's quite a pinching animal.
I see. Now, is that they trap their prey in there, or what? Or just
no, that's when
defense?
they're fighting. When they're fighting, if one gets up here on his back, another male, he'll lock on it, and roll over, and
that's incredible. Yeah. That is really
incredible. If you'll put him back on here, this is his.
How do I pick him up?
He eats bananas, huh? They like that.
Do I pick him right here?
Yeah, just pick him up there and put him right back. Because all you have to do, he can't get back. In fact, he doesn't have any mandible for eating, for biting. Oh, that's right. Wait a minute. Here. Take your stick. Here. That's all right. Wait a minute. I thought he'd go under the stick.
Well, you thought he'd go on the stick. Sure, Jim. Now I know why Marlin stays in the tent.
By the way, this can move quite rapidly.
I noticed that. Does he know the banana's there? Of course, they normally don't fight them, I suppose, in nature, tied with string on a branch, do they? That's a very crazy tree, you know.
I don't think you do, but this...
What's he doing? You didn't tell me he could fly.
I didn't know he could fly.
Well, what the hell else don't you know about him? If you don't know you fly, you don't know he could be poisonous, right? This is going to turn out to be the flying poisonous insect and has nothing to do with being a Goliath beetle.
I do know about this one.
Well, I hope you know more about this, Jim, than you do about that. Man, one of the great nature experts. I didn't know he could fly. You know, he could have flown from here to here in a moment. That's just a day stop from there to there. The hell is that ugly-looking thing?
You do occasionally have a few things go wrong, but... well, I think this has got to be one of the most fascinating. We're bringing this. This is also from the Cincinnati collection.
Is that
we're bringing this because...
look at the way he holds the... Look at the grip. This is
hold the stick. He won't come down the stick.
What do you know about this one?
I guarantee you. He won't go, but just feel the way and watch the way he moves on it.
Can he back up?
Yes.
You know what's fascinating is the hands.
We filmed this on Wild Kingdom. Actually, thrusting it's got a coil spring-like tongue that goes out about to this distance.
Strike.
You see what you see what he's doing when he opens his mouth there. Let's see.
He's coming back down the stick, Jim. Jim, he's coming down the stick. What?
Just reach
what?
the other end of the stick
Reach,
now.
reach the other end of the stick.
There you go. Now you see how he threatens. You have a close-up on this because this is pretty rare. Now see him actually eat a piece of that meat. Now, normally they thrust the tongue out to catch it. It just zips out. You've probably seen that on film. And
Well, this is the one the eyeballs go in different directions.
Exactly.
Have you noticed each eye?
Yeah.
Now, this eye on the right, which you cannot see, is looking at back here.
Yeah.
What the other eye is doing, I have the slightest idea.
Well, anyway.
The famous Karen Black chameleon.
This is,
Oh, I was just being silly. I don't mean that.
see if he'll take that from you, because normally.
What do you mean, see if
Now
he'll
hold
take
it
this
about
from me?
right here, and he might zap out and get it. He might. The tongue is just, a sticky substance. I don't know if he'll even do it. But see how he's focusing both eyes now. I think you can get, now he's coming to it. Just hold it real still. Now, Johnny, this is not poisonous, I might add. And also, this it eats insects. It's one of the weirdest, I think one of the most prehistoric animals there is. I don't think he's going to do it. But they have an interesting expression on their face, too.
Would that be fun?
Yeah.
Would it be funny if he ran into that Goliath beetle, though? I mean, he doesn't eat things like that, does he?
Right. But that's from West Africa also, and that's the Jackson's chameleon.
That's really...
right.
But the way he grips...
By the way, the American Association of Zoological Parks and Garden are meeting in Denver now, and they're very interested in this animal and these insects because it's the first time any zoo, yeah, he'll open his mouth. It's the first time any zoo has displayed insects as a major exhibit.
Absolutely fascinating.
Show you this other one. Now, let's put him back in because he's... Oh, I forgot to tell you, they changed color. And I just don't know whether they're going to do it here. Let's hold that behind him for a second.
All right.
Under some conditions, they'll suddenly change, and they can camouflage, and nobody really knows how this color change occurs.
Certain fish also do that in the ocean, do they?
I'm afraid he's too disturbed now.
He's on my finger.
No, he's not going to do it. I'm
okay.
afraid we're trying too hard on that.
Okay, we'll take a break. We've got something else to show you, so stay where you are.
I love this.